Hey, most people know that if you grapple and switch weapons and glide, you can go a little bit farther, like this. And what I'm going to show you is with a Hangyu glider. I'm pretty sure this works with the regular Hangyu, but I'm going to use a Hangyu Crest, this one. When you do it, it does it a little bit differently. And you can go pretty far with this, and a lot faster than what I did. I'm just doing that for the show. But the reason is, this is like a balloon kind of, so it'll raise you up as you glide. So you can go like, as long as you have stamina. Like if I had enough stamina, I could get all the way over there. So you could change the world settings and get higher stamina if you want, or just raise your stamina with the skill points when you level up. Like even with my regular stamina, this is like regular world settings, I can almost get all the way over here. Basically can. Ooh. Well, if you do grapple and you do it at the right time, you can land yourself with the grapple. But usually you want to just wait and then do your glider at the end, right before you hit the ground. But yeah. So another tip is, if you click on your pals, a lot of people don't know this, but you can click these skills and then switch them for the skills that pal knows. So if I go and feed my pal one of the skill fruit from those skill fruit trees or random drops, you can just switch their skills at any time. And if you right click, you can remove that skill and just have it as nothing. And you can always add them back for free, so it's no big deal.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
For this tip, I'm gonna show you how I got so many keys and just pal souls and everything. All over the map, there's chests like pretty evenly distributed, like they're everywhere. But in this desert, it's pretty flat and it's pretty like monochromatic, so everything looks the same. But what that means is you can find these chests really easy. So like, here's a chest, you get a medium pal soul, you'll get so many of those. And there, I think I just got another. But if you just run around, I didn't even plan this like route or anything. I'm just literally running around this desert. And again, I'm like right here. And you'll get used to like seeing what's a chest and what's not. And those red ones, I'm not sure if this is real, but it seems like the red ones give you more schematics than the other ones. But yeah, you can just fly around this desert for as long as you want, and you'll usually find chests until you run out of keys or you get bored.
Tell him to bring out the lobster.
Yes, sir.
Tell him to bring out the lobster.
All right, look at these baby.
Tell him to bring out the lobster.
There are pals that do farming. So here, if they have this farming stat, that means you could put them in a ranch on your base, and then they'll give you some ingredient. All of these have partner skills. So when you have a pal, and then you merge them with other ones, the star goes up, and the star increases the level of the partner skill. So they'll farm actually more efficiently if you level them up. And just to go through each of one, the Chickpea farms eggs, the Vixie farms arrows and pal spheres and just random garbage, but it's really nice if you're early on, you can get a bunch of pal spheres. The cow gives you milk, the Woolly Pop gives you cotton candy, this one gives you berries, this one gives you wool, Lamball also gives you wool, and a few others. The Sibilix is the most important one. It's like a white pal with hat thingy. Here, this one gives you high quality cloth for its ranch drop. You can see high quality cloths is probably the most expensive thing you can farm. And then I think Flambell, wherever they are, they can give you flame organs, so that's useful if you ever need that. And really quick, I'll show you the prices of each one of those. So again, Woolly Pop makes this, bees make honey, flame organs from Flambell, the berries are from that green goat, pal spheres and arrows are from Effigies, milk is from the cow, chicken's from the egg, high quality cloth is from Sibilix. And you can see high quality cloth's worth a lot more than everything else. And you can get a lot of high quality cloth from one Sibilix that's like 4-star. Even just regular Sibilith, if you have a lot of them, you can get a lot of cloth and then get a lot of gold. To explain why money is important, in Duneshelter, which is at 355, 350 in the top right desert, there's I think 3 merchants here. So there's this guy and he sells the regular stuff, but he has the skill fruit. So these are nice because seed mine is actually a really good skill, and then the sand tornadoes too. And you can, every time you buy this, you can just give it to your pal, teach it to them, and then they can you can switch out the skill whenever you want. They also sell high quality Palworld and bone and horn and leather. These are annoying to farm sometimes when you need a lot, so you just buy it for gold. And then you can get tomato and lettuce seeds if you ever need that to make a farm. For this guy, he just sells the undershirts. These are really nice early if you don't have the schematics or you don't want to use the technology points. The musket is the same. You can get this really early if you focus on making gold. One other thing I forgot to mention is there is a pal called Mao. It's just a cat. You've probably seen it in a dungeon. But that one, it will farm gold, just gold coins. But in my opinion, there's other ones that are worth more, like the Sibilix and others. But buying ammo is usually cheaper than going to farm it, time-wise. So I just usually buy ammo, because you could sell, that's like 3 pieces of high-quality cloth for that. And that's a pretty good deal. And then outside the city, there's going to be a black marketeer. These guys just sell you pals random every time you come here. Sometimes they'll have gold stats. I recommend you buy it if they ever have like Swift or some of those hard to find stats, because you can breed them into other things later. Also, when you're selling to them, there is a bug right now, so just be careful. All these stats, you see how it says work speed is 70 for all these. Also, the attack and defense isn't the right values either, but they'll probably fix that in a little bit. So the next merchant is at -40, -745 about. And I believe there's only 3 merchants here. This guy sells fire crossbow and fire arrows. He also has the makeshift handgun and assault rifle ammo. So he's really nice to go to whenever you get a chance to come out here. And it's pretty cheap. There's a pal merchant down here, and they just sell like the regular pals whenever they are. And then on the east side over here, there should be a guy. And then this guy is like the Duneshelter guy. He'll sell a skill fruit, Ignis Breath, and Flare Storm. These are all actually, all 3 are really good. And then he has the regular items that you can get. He also has Megaspheres. They're a little too expensive for me, but you can get them if you want. So, there's 2 more merchants here. From the Marsh Islands Church Ruins, right there. Over to the right on this island. It's at 430, -270 about. And the reason I wanted to show these guys is because they're unmarked and they're a little bit out of the way. and they also just sell what everybody else kind of sells. So if you wanted and you haven't seen a wandering merchant, you can just catch one of these guys to have them at your base. And here's what he sells, just regular pals. But I always try to keep at least one of these guys in my base, just so I could take them out and sell whenever I want to with like a lot of stuff. Like if I want to sell 10,000 wood, I'm not gonna run out to the city and do all that. And then here in the small settlement, this is probably the earliest merchant you'll get. They're right here at the beginning near this. It's at 70 negative 480. I believe the guy's right here. Oops. But he just sells pals, and then there's another merchant back here that sells normal stuff. So again, you can get all that same stuff as the last two on that island. One other thing to mention is he sells wheat seeds, so you can do that if you need to get your wheat farm started and you haven't found wheat yet for some reason. Another tip is at night you can see Lifmunk effigies in the dark a little bit easier. So you can see they're glowing and it's pretty easy to see them. Also, if they're obstructed by something that's not terrain, so like some of the Lifmunk effigies are like inside storage containers or shipping crates, you'll be able to see through that shipping crate, at least right now, if you're really far away at night, and you'll see it glowing. And then as you get closer, the storage crate will like spawn in and block it. You'll know where it is by then. Also, you can see those teleport points, the fast travel points, pretty easy at night. So you can just grab all those if you see them orange somewhere on your map.